Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to do the group card reading. And so when you look at participating in this group reading, you will have 3 cards to select from. Group 1, your life is a canvas. Group 2, lost lands. And group 3, baby steps. And so to begin the reading process, simply spend some time taking a moment to connect with each one of these cards, and then from that space, try to select a card that resonates with your heart instead of your head. And so just take a moment to gaze upon these cards. Is there a card that you are particularly immediately drawn to? And then once you've selected your card, go ahead and move through this video to your particular reading. So I will begin with group 1 and read each card sequentially, 2 and then 3. Also understand that you have come here at the perfect moment in time, because time does not exist within the upper realms. This reading is current, and you can come back to it again and again if you'd like, even choosing a different card. You are here receiving this reading at the perfect moment for you and at the perfect time. It's group number 1. Your guides are asking, what are you currently co-creating? What would you like to manifest? It's time for you to remember and understand that you are more powerful than you realize. We all have the capacity to co-create and to really manifest what we would like, our desires, into our life experience here. And so it's time to understand the difference between consciously creating within your life and unconsciously creating within your life. And so what would be really helpful right now is to remember that you have the power to call forth all of your dreams. It's time for you to remember the depth of your creative capacity. And so I feel like you've forgotten that, and things might seem like a struggle right now. I feel like you might be frustrated. And so really understanding that you truly do have more power when it comes to co-creation than you realize. And sometimes all it takes is a shift in perspective. A shift in perspective. And what can help with that shift in perspective is anything creative. Do you have anything in your life right now that you actively engage in and participate in that is creative, whether it's painting or music or dancing or any type of art? Anything that puts you in that creative space of being is going to be helpful to move your understanding back to a place of remembrance where you can recall and shift your recollection and your understanding into one of remembering that you really can co-create your hopes and your dreams while you're here on the planet. Some tools that will help with that, there's a stone called spiderweb jasper. It would be great to work with spiderweb jasper as a support around this. Also, any work involving your second chakra, which is your seat of creation and passion and creative joy. Also working with your heart and remembering that your heart chakra moves you into that creative space of being. And so understanding that you have creative channels that move from your heart down through the centers of your arm into the palms of your hands. And so whenever we use our hands in particularly to create something that really anchors us and grounds us in that sense of creative joy and passion. And so thank you so much for allowing me to read you group number 1. I'm just checking in to see if there's anything else your guides want you to know and understand, that you are more creative and powerful than you realize. Embrace it. Group number 2. Lost lands. Group number 2, this is not your first rodeo. You have been here before. This is not the first time you have come here to Earth to have the human experience. You have traveled the realms of being for eons and eons, and you are a very old soul. Whether you realize it or not, you are a very old soul. Your guides want you to understand that it's time to recall the lives that you have already lived, the lives and the wisdom of those lives that you've had here on Earth and within the other realms of being. You have a lot of wisdom that you have collected and a lot of enlightenment that you've accomplished over all of these incarnation times. And it's time to really tap into that wisdom and that enlightenment. Because when you do that, it's going to trigger something inside of you. It's going to really, it's almost like tipping that first domino over into a recollection of your spiritual gifts to a depth that might surprise you. There's a lot there currently on a spiritual level that is untapped. It's there. It's there inside of you. You just haven't tapped into it to the full extent that you can. So it's time to really bring that up, all of this up to a conscious level, so that not only can you share those gifts for yourself, with yourself, but also with the world and those around you. You're being asked to remember and deeply connect with the wisdom of your soul. You are being asked to begin to tap into your enlightened capacity and capabilities to more fully embody your higher self within your life. You're being asked to invite your spiritual self more fully into your present time here and ground that more fully in your life experience. The other thing that's really strongly coming through with this group number 2 is that if you have been feeling called to change your career path or to change something significant in your life, your guides are, in essence, giving you the thumbs up as a validation with this card. Yes, there may be some fear with that, but to move forward with it, with the understanding and the remembrance that you've been here before and you really do have all of the tools that you need to accomplish whatever it is you have been wanting to accomplish. That you have all the tools you need to support you with those changes that you're wanting to make in your life. You have the tools that you need to overcome any obstacles that you might be perceiving to be blocking you from making those changes or that change that you're wanting to make. Remember that you're supported by your higher self and your guides. That's important to remember. And so what can be helpful with that is meditation. So really connecting with your higher self through meditation time can be really helpful with that understanding and remembrance. It's really time to connect with that part of yourself daily through meditation and in any other ways that you feel help you focus on or bring your focus to your light self, your authentic self, your spiritual self. So any tools you already have, your guides really are inviting you to increase the use of those and also to possibly look at some new tools around helping you feel that you can be more focused on that higher state of being, on your authentic self, on your light self, because it really is, you were really being asked to understand that it's time to integrate and ground this part of yourself more fully and presently into your life. And so again, daily meditation, working with amethyst within that meditation time would be very, very helpful. Working with your dreams, so really paying attention to dream time if you're not already doing that. Keeping a dream journal and recording your dreams. If you get sudden aha moments, be sure to write those down, because those sudden moments where it's something just, it may seem like something just kind of drops down into your head, into your mind, into your conscious state of being. That's you remembering. That's you remembering your wisdom. And so writing particularly those things down will be key to you becoming more fully present with that wisdom I spoke of earlier. Thank you so much, group number 2. Thank you for allowing me to read you. Group number 3. Baby steps. This card is asking you to stop ignoring your intuition. Your guides want to ask you, have you been denying or ignoring your intuition lately? Are you brushing aside those gut level intuitive feelings that come in for you? Are you brushing them off and casting them aside when they come in? Because it's important to understand that when you do that, you also cast aside and ignore your spiritual self. and your connection to not only your higher self, also your connection with your guides. Your guides have been trying very hard to reach out to you, and you've been ignoring their messages, not intentionally, not consciously. It's time to understand that is what is going on, and so spending some time being mindful of when you feel your intuition kick up and kick in, and you get those gut feelings, or you sense something, or you just know something. It's time to stop ignoring that. And lots of times, that's your guide. Those are your guides reaching out to you, trying to connect with you, sending you messages and signs. And really, you're really being called at this time in your life to develop a deeper relationship with your intuitive self and your spirit guides. You're being called to trust that intuition more, to trust your heart more, to trust your intuition more and your heart more. To really honor your gut feelings, and also that's going to lead you to, when you do that, that is going to lead you to a place of really deeply connecting with your life's purpose and passion. So right now, if you're feeling disconnected from your life's passion and purpose, it's because you really haven't fully connected with, deeply connected with your intuitive self. And so, yeah, your higher self has been calling you, literally, I'm seeing a phone. Your higher self has been calling out to you during dream time, calling out to you during meditation, calling out to you while you're driving around during the day, calling out to you as you move through your daily routine, sending you signs, and becoming more mindful of your surroundings. And when you do feel your intuition kick in, that's going to help you reconnect with that part of yourself and reestablish a deep connection with that important and powerful part of yourself. And once that connection is reestablished, it's really going to bring in a lot of energy of peace and balance and harmony in your life. So what might be helpful with this is to just simply begin by just noticing. Just become mindful of the moments in your life when you do honor, receive, and acknowledge your intuition, and the moments when you don't. And just observe, just become mindful of what happens when you do listen and when you don't listen, when you feel connected to your intuition and when you feel that you're not listening and that you're not connected with your intuition. Become mindful of the moments of your life that how they unfold when you ignore the calling of your higher self. Are you picking up the phone? Because your higher self is calling. Will you answer? So that's the question for you right now, group number 3. The question for you right now is, are you ready to answer that call? Are you ready to answer that call of your higher self? I know that taking the first step can seem impossible, and that's why it's important to really begin slowly, one step at a time. Just begin very slowly, just one step at a time. So add one thing and then integrate it into your life, and then add another thing that supports that intuitive connection, and then wait and wait for the integration of that into your life, into your daily routine, and then just continue to slowly build step after step. And before you know it, you're going to feel really fully connected to that intuition and to your higher self in a way that you didn't think was possible. Your guides are asking you to trust and take that first step onto the path of your soul's calling. Take that first step. Just take one step without worrying about the next step. Give yourself time. Again, just give yourself time to integrate each new step of action. This is very important. It's important for you to give yourself space and time for integration. So what would be helpful with this would be to work with your sixth chakra in meditation, work with your second chakra, work with labradorite would be an excellent stone for you to work with during your meditation time. Iolite or lapis lazuli would be, those would be other stones that would be very helpful for you to not only work with in meditation, but also to wear on a daily basis. That would be extremely helpful in resolving this for you and really reconnecting you with your intuitive self. Thank you so much for allowing me to read you group number 3. And as always, wishing you healing blessings, blessings of peace, blessings of love. Thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.